For today's video, I have made this DWX-110 G-Shock, specifically the DWX-110-7T. This model was released on April of 1999, makes it today almost about 17-18 years old. That is really old, even though this one I got over here is a lot older than this one. To be honest, I didn't know much about this model at all before I purchased it. I just bought it because I found it at a cheap price. Of course in a used condition, and you can tell it by this ugly yellowish oxidized band and bezel. I want you guys to be open to this model. Not just, oh, there's just a vintage piece, I don't like it, so I'm not gonna watch this video, you know. Just stay tuned, because this model right here has a lot of functions. You know what, done talking, I'm going to switch perspective and show you guys this model right here up close. First, I'm going to cover the features, and then I'll show you the functions, all the amazing functions that this watch have. On this side, you can see similar like a Modman type of buttons. Both sides go the same. And Casio did mention on their side, they made this thing to look asymmetrical or irregular in shape, just to follow along the water wave, or the tide, the water flow shape and all. Since the one I got here is in jelly, so I really want you guys to ignore the color of the band and bezel. If I'm able to get the red or the black one, this video will be a lot better, more appealing to you guys. But for today, just bear with me. Now let's go to the band. We have this plastic sport. They even went as far as building this weird part right here and just install it here, and still maintaining this streamlined shape to it as well. And down here we have a swoosh. This is, I believe, was made to ensure that waters will flow through right here, and of course to keep your wrist dry the whole sport activity. Go all the way down, we have more two-layer type of watch band. Man, I really appreciate how much effort that they put on building this thing. Look at that, it even goes all the way down, and you can see how they glued these two parts together. Not even a glue residue being seen at all. Have this sort of like a frogman type of curve at the end of the watchman. Very interesting. Let's look on top here. We have more similar type of plastic with G but logo on top here. More swoosh up here to keep your wrist dry. Even the band keeper have more texture. Look at that, they have this different type of material being put in there, and the shape of the band keeper is irregular as well. Man, they put a lot of effort just to build a lower end G-Shock. This thing only cost 16,000 yen, but in 1999 16,000 yen is quite a lot for a wristwatch. I totally understand that. Now let's have a look at the buckle. The gray buckle with G logo engraved on top here, with of course Casio Japan sign below it. You guys probably see, oh, this part right here have a regular shape. This is very beautiful, but this part is the weakest point. But just know that this thing is 17 years old already, and I don't see any cracking at all going on top here or anywhere else on the watch. So yeah, this thing is legit. This thing is tough and built for sport and fits your team, you know, just to keep the price low. After all this craziness being built on this watch, they need to lower a cost at some point. Probably that's how they do it. Oh, still in Japan sign buckle as well, you know, still have the quality to it. And let's move down to the backplate. 2014 module, DWX-110 stainless steel back, Japan as well. Everything being engraved heavily, even though it looks weird. But it is a sport watch. Everybody knows a sport watch always have this sort of like a distinct type of design that differentiate this from other regular watch. So can't complain much on how the weirdness on this. Look at the watch face as well. It's tilted up a little bit on the right side, unlike the regular watch that just plain straight. You know, look at that, very different and unique as well. This is the light buttons up here. Press it to switch on the light. Look at that, the backlight. This watch also have an auto light features to turn on right here. Look at that, it will light on, which very interesting. Vintage piece have this auto light features at a very cheap price. And let me show you guys one more thing that this watch have that no regular watch have. Of course, this regular timekeeping, hours, minutes, and calendar and such. Press mode again, we will enter the city code set. Press mode again, we have the third setting, which is the latitude and the longitude and time interval. This is for the tide graph, the sunset and sunrise, and the moon phase that this watch have. Very interesting. And you know what, the only watch that you have today that could set up latitude and longitude is the 100,000 yen Golfmaster quad sensor G-Shock watch. The only downside is that the processing speed of this watch is very low compared to new release G-Shock. You see it now, that is processing. Took quite some time, unlike new release G-Shock, we just bam, straight away, no. Finish calculating the sunrise data, sunset, moon, age and all. But just for a few seconds, that not big of a deal at all. Alright, let's go to the first mode. We have, of course, the home time, the moon phase, the time graph, day, date and time, or the light indicator on or off. We have the alarm and signal. I will cover everything on the module video later on. First mode, we have a moon data. We could see we could set the location, and we could know the moon age, and also the moon up and down, sort of like a sunset and sunrise kind of thing, but on the moon side. No watch have these features today. I'm not sure how this thing gonna be useful, but this is very interesting to have in the watch. You know what time at night time when the moon will be the most upper location, like the top of your head, you know, something like that. Next, we're gonna have a sunset and sunrise mode. You only could find this in the Master of G-Shock. Lowest end will be the Rangeman. Next, we're gonna have a countdown timer. One more interesting part need to know, at this mode right here, the button will switch. The light button will not go to this. The original light button will act as a start button. Let me show you guys what I mean. Press start using the light button only, and stop, and reset using this button right here. Very unique. And of course, when you're using this as a sport watch, you really want to have a quick and easy access to straight away begin your routine, you know, count your workout and such. Very interesting. Now timer, we have a stopwatch with a, if I'm not mistaken, the count in function as well. There it is, 5 seconds count in, start in now, 4, 3, with sound of course, stop. Man, very interesting. Stop and reset. At this mode, this side look at its light button there, look at that, very weird. No more G-Shock have this sort of pretty confusing but still very interesting. Press mode and we will enter the alarm. We have 3 and 1 signal, and we'll go back to home time. Let me put it on wrist right here. This is the uppermost hole that I could use because there's space too much over here, and pretty good fit just because the fact that the band is pointing downwards. However, if for my skinny wrist, I still gonna have this gap going on up there. Look at that. If I could just wear it just a little bit on top here, then this watch would be totally perfect for me, for my size of course, but yeah, it's not, you know. So that's pretty much it on that part. Not gonna give a great fit. However, if you are using for sport, if you have a bigger wrist than me, and you're not gonna have any problem at all. For the size comparison, I'm just gonna use this model right here. This is the most common one. So from here you can tell just roughly on how much the size will differ. This thing a lot smaller than this, even though this has a lot of functions compared to this thing is a joke. You gotta be honest on that. But anyway, that's pretty much it guys. Leave a like if you found this video useful, and also subscribe for more G-Shock related contents like this in the future. Thank you very much for watching. This is Gshock High Fashion channel, and out.